Dark so long I could not find the meaning. Hold my hand, let me stay by your side through this never-ending night. I can feel it now, it haunts me. All these demons, how they surround me in this red light. It calls me, he is reaching out, consuming.
And welcome back to Goblets and Gays. I'm Aubrey, your GM. I'll toss to my players, introduce themselves, who they are, who they're playing, and we'll get rolling into things.
Hi, I'm Maki. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Gravewing, the Nagaji Sylph vigilante monk / air cadeticist, who also uses she, her pronouns, and she is the party mom / strategist of the rebellion.
Hello. I'm Alyssa. My pronouns are they, them, and I play Laeth Idrisi IV, the matricidal Dampier Dandy Rogue and Spy Master, who uses she, any pronouns.
Hello, I am Dusty. I use they, he pronouns, and I'm playing Eurideux, just Eurideux still. They are our Nephilim, cursed boy of a problem. They are going to be the party in this rebellion's firebrand, and they also use they, he pronouns.
Hello, I am Farris. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Alouette, a totally normal Nephilim thaumaturge bard having a very normal and good time learning all about her way more cursed family. She also uses she, her pronouns and is the Anathema partisan.
Hello, I am Sparlock, and both me and my character use he, him pronouns. I'm going by Alistair Whiskerfield, wizard detective extraordinaire. As heir to the fine distinguished family of wizard, mice, ratzards, Isoki arcanists. I swear I was always aware of it. I keep my whiskers to the ground to uncover the truth of the powers that be who subjugate us, by which I mean I'm our recruiter.
And hello, to round off the group, I am Tick. I have he, she, they pronouns, and today I'll be playing Nihil, a flesh warp sorcerer who is just a totally ordinary cook and quartermaster for the group, and definitely not a cannibal. Parentheses, he's a cannibal, but it's a dietary restriction, so don't be too mean to him.
So, what happened last time? Normal things, I'm sure.
Honestly, it was such a chill episode.
So
we got a little bit of information about like our next plot point. We're gonna have a masquerade, and I'm excited. It is unfortunately at the Larks, which is not as cool because they kind of suck and are holding Gravewing's brother-in-law captive, even though technically he is a Lark, that is. But not now. And yeah, so that's going to be fine and normal. And that was the whole episode. Oh, you know what? Yuri got the communication moths, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
And Lay's got some rumors about the Larks. And Alistair and Gravewing went to the Wizard's Tower. And that was the whole episode. Also, Luke kind of had a monstrous transformation, and her mother is the Raven Mother, and that's fine. Also, the mother's corpse is missing. That's also totally fine. And her dad knew all about it the whole time. Nothing happened.
Because I forgot to do this last time. Can Gravewing, you're the only one who's in a state. Can you give me a perception check while you're down in the laboratory?
Do we get a hero point back? I haven't rolled yet. I just want to know.
Yeah, you would.
Okay.
I'm scared to let the dice go. No, I'm not. I fear nothing. I fear nothing and no one. That is 27.
Just pack this in later. I'm sure it's not important, but you might want to remember it for a later time. Talus's body is also not there.
I don't like that. Aubrey.
There are two things that are going through Gravewing's head.
Mm-hmm.
One, it was removed also with Lou's mom. Two, Lou felt a little peckish. I'll pack that away for later because this is not what we need right now. Yeah, we're right now we're in the, if Lou is a bit more calm, maybe she can like be in the body that she wants to be, and if not, then we can at least prevent this bird from getting bigger for now. Go get bigger in a different district, please.
Yeah. You do that, and you're heading back to the tower, and we'll figure out what happens with that in a little bit. I'm gonna jump to Laeth. So you were gathering rumors. Are you still continuing to do that?
Sure. If I can learn anything about the Scriabins, I will try and do that as well. Maybe I move to like a different location and keep asking around.
Yeah. Give me another gossip roll.
Okay, that is a dirty 20, I believe. Yes, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah. The Scriabins, they are, unfortunately, back during the Harvest Ball, Jakob, the patriarch of the family, passed. Unfortunately, he'd been sick for a very long time. So it was his time. And Alexander has taken over as the patriarch of the family. Currently, there's the whole big thing of Alexander's looking for a wife. As the news of his engagement to Nadia hadn't come out yet, and your mom's not doing a lot of talking lately. So, and who knows if Nadia knew or not. So there's the whole big thing of him looking for a wife. So a lot of people are hoping that he shows up at the Lark's Harvest Ball so they can be in their best, so they can impress him. So, they are new money, but they are new money on the rise, especially with their supposed ability to fight back the Eld and build new districts. That is one thing that Malakatsunas has a bit of a problem with, is just the fact that there are so many people, and the population continues to grow, but the city can't grow.
Cool. I don't think that I realized that Jakob had passed during the Harvest Ball, and I think that there is a mix of relief that Alexander is apparently ignoring this engagement to Nadia, and also just like vengeful anger, like that would have been the best person he could ever marry. How dare he turn over my sister, even though I would have killed him for trying to marry her.
Unfortunately, you did a lot of tarnishing of the Idrisi name in a night. It's gonna take a while for the Idrisis to recover from this. They may never financially recover from this.
Yeah, great.
And so you're still in Silvercourt as you're doing this.
Yeah, I assume so.
Yeah. You the dice want it. So you are you're exchanging rumors and everything, and as you're doing this, you hear some other people gossiping about Oh, did you hear? It's so scandalous. Can you believe it? Yes, did you believe that the youngest Valair child is eloping? And then you hear the other voice say, I know, it's all the rage. Apparently, father's trying to get it to stop it from happening because it's because of who it's with. And then, the other person was like, oh, did you hear who it was with? And they're like, yes, I did. Apparently, the disgraced Laeth Idrisi is trying to get her way back into high society by marrying the spinster that is Alouette.
I mean, Laeth deals in rumors. Laeth knows rumors are wrong. Laeth also knows that rumors come from somewhere, and this seems way out of left field of everything that she knows has been going on. So I think that she will approach the gossips and sort of insert herself into the conversation and say, Laeth Idrisi, I know that it's the Valair family is on hard times, but to stoop that low?
I know. Well, I mean, she's ruined her reputation enough with the attempted murder of her mother. You got to start somewhere. Maybe it's the only one that she could get to marry her.
Well, what is the father doing to stop him? Does he have Alouette under lock in his house?
Oh, he's certainly been trying, but he recently apparently went to talk to one of the priests, and they gave him some advice. So, he's hoping to use this to bring her back to her senses.
Well, thank the Star Mother for that.
Of course.
Yeah, Laeth is just sort of like, what the fuck is happening?
That's a great question. But yeah, we'll move from there to Yuri.
Hey, hi, I'm here.
Hi. Yes, you are. You're headed home, right?
Yes, I'm headed home to chat with family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Euri would go through the front door this time, I guess.
Yeah.
And just Hortensia, father, I'm home. You here?
Yeah, you see your mother sort of appear out of the study, the book in hand. It says, "Oh, Yuri, it's lovely to see you again."
Hello, mother. How are things going around here? Seems quiet.
Yes, your father is asleep, I believe. He was feeling a little tired today.
Okay. Is he doing well otherwise?
I would say this is not as good of a day as others, but we take it one day at a time.
Okay. I wanted to swing by. I wanted to see if you had any luck with como se dice, getting our stuff back from that they confiscated from us.
Oh, yes. I wasn't actually sure where to send a message, but I do, and you watch as sort of pulls out a box, this sort of like wooden crate. It says, "These are the items they said they confiscated from you at your arrest."
Oh, this I greatly appreciate it. And is Yuri's weapon there?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Yuri is going to pick up. It's this. It's what they had before they got by the bogeyman. It's this axe that like you could flip it around and turn it into a gun. and like on the side it says Yuri's not good at naming things. So initially it said all in one, like scratched in, but that scratched out, now it says all for one. It just doesn't look like they damaged anything. That's great. Thank you again. I'll make sure everyone sends the regards.
Of course. I'm glad that I was able to get that for you. Everything that happened was so sudden, and glad we have a good resolution for it.
Yeah, and I know they let us out on good behavior, but didn't want to give us our stuff. It's so weird.
That is incredibly weird. But things are in a chaos upheaval right now.
Yes.
With the group of rabble-rousers breaking up the high priest's speech.
Oh, gosh, yeah, I heard about that. It's so... and I didn't think it needed to get as silly as that, but...
Exactly, it is a needless waste of bloodshed.
Exactly. Yeah, You're just gonna look down at the floor for a second, just... Yeah. Well, have you, anything new going around? You heard anything? Any fun news?
Lou's father is trying to figure out what to do about the wedding.
Oh, yeah? What do you mean figure out?
Of course, he's trying to figure out how to convince Alouette to possibly not go through with it. It simply is if Laeth is trying to, fix her image by marrying back into high society, that would look bad on the family, and would look even worse on Laeth.
Oh, wow. I didn't think Barry would try to go that far. I thought he supported Lou.
He's worried for her choices. Someone who is attempted to murder her own mother.
Well, I don't think Barry has much to say about choices, but
we can only hope that Alouette comes to her senses and calls this whole thing off.
There is like a glint in Yuri's eye that's just like, now I want to support this. Like thinking just like, this is fucked up. Okay, well. I would love to stay around longer, but I do need to go around. I think I'll go check in on Father, just see how he's doing. He
was asleep last I saw him, so
Yeah, I'll just go knock. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
So I would like to go to like their room and just like knock on the door. Just, Father, are you awake?
You hear a kind of this sort of a coughing sound, and then slowly you hear a voice that says, "Come in."
Yeah. Yuri would go in and, oh gosh, what's Felipe's looks? 1 second.
Yeah, I was going to be like, describe this man for us.
Yes.
Before finally seeing him.
Felipe is a Nephilim. skin tone is about the same shade as Yuri's. It's maybe hard to tell in this room because like the shades are closed, only peeking through a little bit of light. Felipe's horns are a little smaller, but instead of going back like Yuri's does, they actually just kind of are like going straight up on either side, but not very high. And they're probably like, you know, he enjoys, but like, you know, they have the weld, so it's like a four poster bed. And I guess how does he look?
He looks tired. Kind of tired and sort of that pale in the fact of somebody who's been sick for a while.
Yeah, there's probably like a chair next to the bed. And Yuri would sit down, just, hey, Father, I just was stopping by. Thought I'd finally get a chance to see how you're doing.
Yes, it is lovely to see you. I'm glad you're doing okay. I'm glad you're no longer in jail. Hortensia told me about what happened to you in Alouette. It's horrible.
Yeah, but you know, good behavior, all that.
The good. You know, I certainly know you would never kidnap people like they were saying.
Yes, yeah, I can't believe they tried to pin that on us. It was
preposterous. If I was still a younger man, I would have gone down there and given them a piece of my mind.
I'm sure you would, Father. How's the medicine Mom's giving you? Is it helping at all?
We take it day by day. Some days I feel like I was a young man again, but other days it is like this, and I barely have breath to get out of bed.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be busy running around doing some odd jobs, taking care of Alouette. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, as well as I can. The healers, you know, they do their best.
Yeah. Well, I should go off now. If you need anything, you can always reach out to me as well. I'm all around the city at this point.
Oh,
so.
Of course. Maybe next time you come by, bring. You remember that bakery you used to go to? Bring some pastries from there. It's a bit far for me, and I know Hortensia doesn't like to go that far either, especially leaving me on my own.
Yeah, of course, Dad. Yuri's gonna kind of like pat their dad's shoulder, making sure they don't like hit them too hard on the shoulder, and just, I'll be back. I'll see you around. I'll also send I'll probably be seeing Bernard at some point. I'll make sure to send him your wishes.
Of course.
Yes. Yuri will leave the bedroom, close the door, and they're gonna like pause for a minute at the door and kind of like take a deep sigh and start heading back out. And we'll grab the crate, the box, and just look at Hortensia and just, well, again, thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll be around. I'm gonna just grab some stuff from my shed and I'll be out.
Of course.
If there's anything pressing going on, you could reach out to me, you know.
Yes, but where do we send the message?
I thought here. And I'll just swing by in a week.
Okay, a week. We'll see you in the week. We'll do that.
maybe sooner. Maybe sooner.
Okay, yeah. Well, we're always here.
Of course. If you do see Barry before I do, just send him my regards, I guess.
Of course.
Where would be the best place to take all of our belongings? Would it be the tavern? The Crow and Hammer? Yeah. Before Euri leaves the place, they're gonna go to the shed and quickly fasten like a new strap for their weapon, because the old one probably just got lost or ripped from when they got fucked up by the bogeyman. We'll head back to the Crown Hammer, unless someone stops them or something.
No, deduct that silver piece for going back across the bridge, and will Laeth eventually head back to the Crown Hammer?
Yeah, I think as soon as she gets to the end of that conversation about her impending elopement, yeah, she will head back.
You're like, it's news to me that I'm getting married.
Wait, so is Laeth and Euri the first one back to the Crown Hammer?
Yes, they would definitely be.
Did Laeth have anything that they would have taken? Like their comb, right?
You mean that she used to kill her mom?
Yeah. But would you have had anything else on your person when you got arrested?
Yeah, jewelry.
Okay, yeah. Maybe Euri got there first. And so by the time you get back, they're kind of like sorting out the stuff. It's like, oh, Laeth, I got your jewelry back. I don't know if this is all of it. That's what they confiscated from us.
So, in addition to a gift ring from Nadia, which I don't think they would have taken, she had a Adrisi family seal ring, and then she also took from her mother's corpse I believe a necklace with the symbol of the Unbroken on it.
Yes, she took her Unbroken necklace, yeah.
Did Euri get those back?
Got everything but the Unbroken necklace back.
Yeah, I would say there's a ring or two, and I think you want to take a look.
Yeah, I think that she will sort of look through the jewelry, I think slips both rings. Slips Nadia's ring on her finger, pockets the Adrisi ring, and says, "No necklaces."
No, I think this is all. I mean, was going through here. I mean, here's the bells. But this is everything that wasn't that great. I don't think my mother would want the Unbroken necklace.
How aware is your mother of the Unbroken?
That's a good question. Hopefully not at all. But I don't know what she does with her business practices. I should maybe look into that a bit more, because she's business first, I guess.
Well, thanks, Eurideux.
Yeah, you find anything interesting, anything useful?
Did you know that the Scriabin Patriarch died at the Harvest Ball too? I mean, who knows if he's actually dead, given what happened with my mother, but...
I did not. That's surprising. That's surprising that it's not bigger news.
Well, Alex has taken over, and I imagine he's a much more exciting prospect, given that he's unwed currently.
Yeah. Probably gonna make a big thing of it at this masquerade.
Well, that's what everyone is hoping.
Ugh. Gosh.
Think I should throw my hat in the ring?
Maybe they think a possible murder is exciting.
Yeah, I suppose it's probably not worth it to test it out.
I mean, to talk to people. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, that's news. I got 2 of my communication devices. I sent one out to Lou. See if it works. I guess we'll find out later today.
Lake's face does something when you mention Lou. It's not entirely clear what is happening.
Do you think that was a bad idea or something?
No, not at all. Why would it be a bad idea?
Because your face did something.
That's just my face, Eurideux. That's quite rude. I know you haven't been in proper society.
This is your face when you look at me, but when you're annoyed and you can't hide it. Because I've done that before. Your face does something and your face did something.
I think that sending your communication device testing it on your cousin is a fine idea.
You think it was great to send it out to Lou?
Why not?
I'm just trying to make sure. What's going on with you? What else did you learn?
Laeth, the second she put on the ring, has been spinning it nonstop. It is a fidget on her thumb, and she has been spinning it nonstop. And now she very consciously stops. Just heard some rumors about us. Not you and I, our group in general. God, rumors about you and I. Who would believe that?
When you say our group in general, you mean Anathema or...
The constituent parts of our group. No one knows that we are Anathema, as far as I've heard.
Let me paint a picture for you. It is so hard for Yuri to try not to smile during saying this. You and Lou, perhaps?
Have you been spreading rumors, Eurideux?
Me? No. I may know people who have to.
This comes from your family? Alouette is one of you. Why would you tarnish your reputation like that?
Laeth, why don't you take a seat? I'm gonna go grab us a drink.
There's no one running the bar, so you can just grab a drink.
I'm gonna go grab a drink and some glasses. And I'm gonna pour 2 hefty glasses of whiskey. Just... Well... Alouette is gonna absolutely hate me for this, but there's somehow their father got a strange idea that you 2 are eloping.
A strange enough idea that he's gone to talk to priests about it, apparently, to get advice for how to break us up. Which, given that Lou isn't even in his household anymore, I don't understand how he plans to do that, but...
I don't understand how that man plans to do anything, to be completely honest.
If you knew that people were saying that, why wouldn't you stop it?
What am I supposed to do? Another Valere going around trying to stop this? It's just going to look worse. It's going to seem like it's actually real.
Laeth sort of nods her head, conceding the point. Yeah, but no one believes that you care about her reputation. Or anyone's reputation. So you stopping it could just be...
Yeah, but Laeth, My word, as any kind of noble, you know how much power that has. You know my reputation. I know my reputation.
Oh, Bernard's word shouldn't hold any power either. What's he done?
Well, Bernard doesn't hold any power, but he wish he did.
And my point is that people are apparently talking about myself and Alouette. And first of all, I can't imagine her siblings will be pleased by that if they catch wind. If not for Alouette herself, then for their family name. But, I mean, Lou can't hear that.
Yeah. It's... Look, I'm not enjoying any of this, but I don't know how to stop it. Once these rumors get out in the Silver Court, they propagate more than mice.
I mean, could you go talk to Bernard, see how he's trying to stop our elopement?
Oh, believe me.
We can let him succeed.
I'm gonna go talk to Bernard, but I just need to, like, let Lou know first.
No, you can't. Don't let Lou know.
No, I'm gonna let Lou know in case Bernard maybe has to go to the infirmary.
Why? Wow. I mean, she loves her father. He somehow got the impression that we were running off to elope, that she was running off to elope with some criminal, then I'm sure she would understand him trying to stop it.
Yuri's gonna nod and just like is gonna sip their whiskey knowing that they should just stop talking about this. He's like, I think you should just talk to Lou when she gets back.
I will not talk to Lou about this when she gets back.
No. I think you should talk to Lou when it gets back. You keep running away from talking to people. You should just talk to them.
What is ever solved by talking to people?
So many things. So many things, Laeth. We haven't talked in like 8 years before all of this. And we're having, up until now, a completely normal conversation.
Yeah, because we haven't been talking in 8 years. If we had been talking for the last 8 years, this conversation would probably be even worse.
Yeah. You should talk to Lou when she gets back.
You should talk to Lou when she gets back and downs her drink.
Yeah, speaking of Lou, yeah, you're all headed to the Wizard's Tower. How's that going?
I don't know, Aubrey.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, we gotta make checks. Like what's happening? What is the situation outside?
Give me stealth checks.
You know what? I got a hero point to spare. I'm gonna just give this a shot. Better. So that's gonna be 21.
21, yeah, 21. Pretty good. You don't encounter anything as you make your way back to the tower where Alistair is waiting. Alistair and Lorelei are waiting.
Lorelei came with us all the way over here. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We gonna go. I, honest to God, think I had like a longer jacket or something like that. So I've put that over Lou to kind of just help you feel less naked.
Yeah.
Out here. I know it's daytime, but it's still not great. But I'm like much smaller than you, like short. I'm short.
Yeah.
Lou was always taller than Gravewing, so this looks hilarious. It's like the
Probably
equivalent
also
of
looks terrifying if there was like a random person who just spotted them. Like, what a nightmare.
You're also like a pink and red bird. Like this is your own. You stick out so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just gonna get there. I'm doing my best to keep you calm. Like just because I don't know if like I don't know what your curse is. I don't know how your curse like triggers or anything like that. And I just feel like as long as you are like lucid, that is the important part, because the only thing I really do know is that you don't remember a lot of things.
Yeah.
So that's like my goal as we go all the way to the tower. And then I'm gonna knock, because I do remember knocking is important. So that way the tower defense mechanism does not, in fact, turn Lou into fried chicken. and Gravewing into snake oil.
Yep. That is important.
I like grabbed the most, like the biggest book on history I could find as I'm trying to investigate more about like what my ancestor was investigating about. I've been waiting in the entryways, so as soon as you knock, the door opens and there's a split second while I look like a mouse in a bird cage.
It's us. It's us.
And then I invite you in.
Okay, be nice. Be nice.
You are looking so tall today.
You say I'm looking tall?
Yup.
Do you get shorter as a bird person? Out of character?
No.
Nope. It's much bigger.
Yeah, I just gotta shake my head and like, yeah, okay.
And very much not mouth-sized.
So, yeah.
With bad bones. Bones.
Okay, Lou, that was creepy.
Yeah, y'all who are listening in did not see like the death stare that Lou just gave the camera. Like just staring off into space and slowly blinking.
The bitch blinked one eye at a time.
Truthfully, I didn't see it either because I was unfocused.
Okay, I'm gonna bring you in. I'm gonna make you sit down somewhere because I think you need to sit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Lorelai and just be like, surprise.
Well, nod and just sort of be like, the rumors are true. Good to know.
Yeah.
Oh, you've heard the rumors. They really don't get around as far as you would think.
Listen, I don't like to really believe in hearsay, especially if it's hearsay from nobility, because most nobility don't even know anything themselves. But I'm starting to believe that the Valaire family might, in fact, they're terrible monsters trapped in the basement that eats people, might just be your curse. And I don't see, I'm not one to say that you're eating people. But you were mumbling a lot about bones. And, we don't have chicken here. remember you said you were a vegetarian. I feel like that's wrong. What do you? You're a vegetarian. What do you know what bones taste like? Actually,
I don't, but I'm craving them.
I'm gaslighting myself into believing in the rumor now.
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm thinking it is real too, and I've never even heard. No, I've not heard that one. We did have a basement, and it is kind of always locked, which I thought was suspicious. But I thought it was because we had a funky boiler and, like, I don't know, the secrets of the family in terms of, like, what did great-grandfather actually do? And not for curse, and we turn into monsters, and we eat people, maybe.
Yeah. I have a question for you now, because you brought it up before, and I thought about it, but I didn't think asking in the middle of the street was the most appropriate way to do it. But it's a family curse, right?
That is what Yuri says.
Don't you have like 11 siblings?
6. Yes.
And you said that the older ones are like in their 40s?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why are they alive?
According to Yuri, it doesn't really, you have until you turn 30 to deal with it. And if you don't, I guess you're this forever. And if you do, you're like Yuri.
What, depressed? What does that mean?
What
has control of it, can use it as a tool instead of being used by it. I don't know.
What is this? What type of bird?
I don't know. I haven't looked.
Can we tell?
I don't know. How good are you at ornithology?
I'm trained in nature.
Yeah, if you want to make a nature roll.
We're all about to be Brendan Lee Mulligan.
It's time. Time for the bird facts.
Get a really bad roll. It's just like, you look like a chicken to me. No, where's nature? I am trained in nature.
22 for me.
And not pursue a lead. I don't care about leads about birds, except for I got an 11.
I'd say Gravewing, you rolled high enough to tell that it's some sort of like vulture for sure. No, Alistair, you think you're pretty spot on with the chicken.
Chickens are terrifying, to be fair.
I think you're a vulture or something.
Not more of a chicken. It's wonderful.
Chicken, vulture.
I don't think it's a chicken. I've seen plenty of chickens.
The red plumage, and yeah, that's exactly what a chicken looks like.
Yeah, but chickens don't eat bones.
They might. Chickens will eat about anything.
I don't think chickens in Malakat have the luxury of eating bones because they're usually eaten by the time they could think about that.
They will eat mice.
Not that we would ever do that to you, Lou.
Apparently, I might do it to you, so it's only fair. Not on purpose. Not on purpose. I just like
slightly terrified look.
Don't worry.
Concerned hamster.
I'm gonna be so real. I'm not that worried about it because we have Nihil.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, do I have to fight Nihil over corpses now? Do you think it's like an optional thing? I don't want to eat corpses.
Okay, listen. Nihil has to eat people, like, to survive. I don't think you do. I think if we find, I'm gonna keep bringing up the chicken. I think if we just get you to eat some chicken, chickens have bones. I'm already eating chickens. Like, you could just also eat chicken with me, bro.
But that would be cannibalism. That'd be like asking me to eat mice.
Well, I mean, again, Nihil is already a cannibal, so what's one more?
Look, I just think you can wrap your head You're a vegetarian. I think
I
you can
know.
wrap your head around eating things like this before we move on to more exotic things like people and their corpses, or like a Hesta which where you're not eating the dog.
No, I don't want to eat the dog.
Yeah,
Just once. I don't want to eat the dog.
I know you. I know you don't. I'm letting you know that's
Also-
not gonna happen.
Don't steal the bones from the dog. That's not nice. We can get you your own bones.
Okay.
Would that make it better? Because
I don't know.
I
Yori
think
says
they
I should
might
not
sell.
eat meat. Yori gave me a very pointed warning about not eating meat, which at the time I was like, why would I? It's kind of gross, you know?
Okay, well.
Doesn't seem so gross now.
Okay. Listen. Okay. One step at a time, I think. Right now, you shouldn't eat anything because
Good point.
the things that we have around here are dead and spoiled. You'll get sick.
Right.
Right. What we should focus on right now is, does any of this hurt?
Not now. It did when it happened. But I mean, yeah, there's kind of hard to come back anyway, and I've gotten used to it, so.
Do you remember, like, turning this time?
Mostly. There are parts that I don't remember. My knees are going backwards now. I don't remember that part.
That's a bird thing.
Or maybe it's my ankles now. I cannot tell, and I don't want to know.
Yeah,
Wait,
okay.
let me look. I'll like start kind of
Alistair
sketching.
has legs like that too.
You get the digigrades.
Okay. Well, when I take different forms, it feels very natural, like I'm breathing, but and it it gets tingly. It gets very tingly because my legs form together and then it pulls out entirely. I'm not sure what the bone situation is either, by the way.
Lorelai speaks up and says, well, if Euri knows how to deal with this, why don't we go find them? Maybe they'll know what Lou should or shouldn't do.
That is true.
I can get a message out to them.
Bring them here?
Yeah.
That seems better than trying to...
I don't want us to go in there. Like, sometimes when I'm in a different form and I have to do certain things, I get a little more instinctual, right?
You also have the Wollstonecraft Manor here as well. The tower itself is very packed with like 5 people in it. It was only one person ever lived here, and now you're dealing with cramming 5 people into it.
Okay. Then I guess if we are comfortable with moving to the Wollstonecraft Manor, that's where we should go. And while we do that, because we'll be outside anyways, I'm gonna do Whisper on the Wind, and that's how I'm gonna message the others. And hopefully, there's a fucking window cracked open or something, and that will get to y'all. Let me think. Laeth, you and Euri, please come to the Wollstonecraft Manor. We have a situation to get you here faster. It's a Lou situation. That's your message.
I cannot respond to this message.
No, but you get it.
On the bright side, Lou, at least your legs are finally going the right way.
Oh, thank you, Alistair. We now match?
On like the brightest side ever, this is like the not weird for most of us.
That's very true. So yeah, it's around the time that like you finish up that conversation and we switched away that you did Laeth, you get this message.
This family and your timing. Eurideux,
Yes.
we have been summoned
By
Gravewing. Apparently there's some issue with Alouette.
there.
Well, they asked to meet at the Wollstonecraft Manor, so...
DB's there. Okay. Yuri's gonna finish their drink. Strap on their weapon, and I guess like I'll just carry the box of stuff if we're all meeting there. I don't know what else is in there, like loose bells and stuff.
Yeah.
Gravewing's clothes, probably.
Gravewing is actually probably one of the ones that they won't have anything for because essentially the only people whose stuff will be in there is Yuri's, Alouette's, and Laeth's, because you did not let them know about the other two, and it's not common knowledge that you're running around with Alistair the rat and Gravewing the vigilante.
And
Also, they totally would have kept or destroyed the suit.
Yeah.
There's no way.
You
had your bangles or your wrist. Cool.
I swallowed that.
Those,
Yeah. It's a bracelet. Like it's like a bangle type, and I swallowed that to keep that safe. That's the only thing that mattered, kind of, out of that entire thing.
So yeah, you're gonna be like, well, guess we're going through the sewers.
Yeah. It takes you probably about 45 minutes or so to get through the tunnels through to Starlight Bastion and towards the Wollstonecraft Manor.
I'm going to look at Laeth and it's like, maybe let's hold on that conversation for a minute, depending on what's happening.
I won't complain.
Yeah. And open the door and say, like, not like yelling, but in a controlled voice, like, hello, it's us. Y'all here already?
Yeah, you're gonna want to come upstairs to the primary room.
Yeah. Yuri carrying this box with loose stuff is gonna go up there, and what's happening? So I guess it's more clear now. Lou is still like in bird form, like all the way bird form.
Mm-hmm. It's probably perching like on a chair like a bird, but big bird.
Alouette?
Hello, Yuri.
Gonna look at everyone else.
So the taxes went well then.
Oh, I forgot about the taxes.
I forget about the taxes every year, so don't worry about it. Do you want to talk about it?
I will give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
What?
first off, I'm sort of stuck. So if you have pointers on that, I would appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
Secondly, it seems that the cause is woohoo, doing
Yeah,
its thing.
I see.
And thirdly, I may or may not have assisted in the murder of my mother.
What?
Oh yeah,
Is
I
that the right
didn't-
voice for that? Right question, wrong accent.
No, I want to keep that in. Like Alistair was like eating something and then
I think Yuri will put this box down, like, I don't know, nearby table. Will take the weapon off their shoulders and we'll reach inside this box and grab one of Lou's bells and go to Loon and
Pardon. My big friend.
hold out your hand. Lou, hold out your hand.
Oh, sorry. I just heard and then you silenced yourself and I went, and what? Yeah, I'll hold out my very feathered, very clawed hand that has like these really big talons on them. And like the texture of her hand has like the bird feet texture. And yeah, it's a little disconcerting because bird feet texture should not be on otherwise humanoid hands, but here we are.
Yeah, and Yuri, not caring about and like how it feels, is gonna grab it normally and put the bell in your hand and look at you and like, look, let's do this first. Gonna close your weird hand over this bell, and you need to ground yourself. You need to understand that you are you. Regardless, you are still you. Focus on the bell. Focus on everything you've learned using these bells, everything that's helped you touch, help you do, help you understand. You are Alouette Ville.
I think she kind of flinches at her name, specifically the last name, for the first time ever.
Mm-hmm.
But she otherwise focuses in, and I think manages to reduce down to like a proper hybrid mode where she is mostly Lou with just an assortment of feathers in strategic locations.
And Yuri, who one has always been a little shorter than Alouette, is gonna like now grab your shoulder at a normal height, and you are Alouette. Okay.
It has been a very complicated day today. It is kind of worse. But I don't think I want to quite go into the worst right now.
That's fine. Just focus.
And she'll also look to Gravewing, because Gravewing knows why. She doesn't want to bring it up right here.
Yeah.
If you want me to say it, I can, but I can also do it later. We can do all of this later.
I think later would be nice.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it later.
We need to the transformation will go back slowly. The grounding yourself is the most important part. We could go over this more later if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry for all of the excitement.
Don't be sorry. The world is constantly happening around us, and sometimes it just gets too much.
The one thing you should know now, that was Mother in the mansion in the basement.
Yuri's face is they've had a calm look on their face this whole time. It's now struggling to stay like that. I'm so sorry.
She's not there anymore.
Is that why you came here?
Mm-hmm. I assume so. I don't really remember the whole journey. I just was there.
Well, I'll figure out what's going on. We can figure out what's going on.
Juniper is probably the first place to go. She has been translating a notebook of chalices that I found in an unexpected location.
Oh, about eloquence?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we could check on that tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Lou has been very afraid to look at Laeth this whole time, but I think she does finally risk a glance.
Unfortunately, Laeth is not repulsed by this fact about Lou after seeing Eurideux's transformation and that conversation we had about being monsters. That is not... She was prepared on some level, I think. However, she is wincing a little bit at her joke about taxes and also at the fact that she now has to also pile on to Lou to tell her that her dad thinks that she's eloping. And so she is making a slight face that Lou could misinterpret.
Absolutely, I'm going to misinterpret that. You don't worry, I got you. Misinterpreting the hell out of that. Don't worry.
The Olympics. You could go to the Olympics.
That's what we're here for. We are in it to win it. For the gold. Let's go.
Like,
This is
Eurideux
not the
just
kind of gold you
confirmed to
want.
me that talking is not a thing we should be doing, so...
I said right now. Right now.
Laeth and Lou could somehow get from "what do you want for dinner" to "oh my god, you've always hated me."
Yeah, absolutely. And almost have, canonically.
True.
Every meme where it's like, if your significant other doesn't say this, you should start a fight.
Yes.
Every single one of those will always apply to Lou and Laeth.
Did you have a good day at work? Yeah? Why? I wasn't there.
So you had a good day without me because I wasn't there. All right.
Who were you having a good day with?
Yeah.
Yuri is going to look at Lou again. Just, how did you find out?
That is the part of the later.
Yuri nods. Okay. It's breathe. Have you eaten anything?
I sure wanted to. Do you eat bones sometimes?
Laeth giggles.
Do I eat bones?
Mm-hmm.
He is hungry.
Okay. We should get some. We have vegetarian rations still.
Yeah.
Should stick with that.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they will be so good and not crunchy and lacking marrow.
I'm so surprised that you know what any of this is.
I don't.
I thought you were vegetarian for your entire fucking life.
Hey, listen. I don't eat it, but I do sometimes collect it. It's fun to have a little bone around, you know?
So what? Do you just like suck it then?
No, I don't eat it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. How do you?
It's for magic.
Yeah. It's
No,
darker.
what I'm saying is, she is craving it to consume, to
I
taste,
don't know that part.
and that's where I want to know. How do you know what that tastes like?
The bird wants what the bird wants. I don't know.
Yuri's just gonna look at Gravewing.
What do
The bird
deer
wants
eat?
What the bird wants. What do I eat?
You're a deer, and you say you have issues with meat. That
Well,
makes
actually,
no sense.
So
Yeah.
some herbivores will eat bones,
It's-
meat, rodents when they
it's-
lack
It's
nutrients.
also not.
I mean,
Or
most
mice.
herbivores do.
it's
Hey,
it's not.
Alistair.
It's also not
I'm
just
so
like it's
sorry.
not. It's not just like a deer. It's like a fucked up animal kind of deal.
Sure.
But-
Sure.
Yes, I have eaten bones at some point.
Are they good? I bet
No.
they're good.
Okay, we're not going to talk
don't
about this
really-
anymore,
we're not-
Lou.
we're- I'm gonna get some fucking asparagus from Ark.
The clothing, okay? I'm gonna go find anything that is not just Gravewing's coat.
Yes,
Because it's breezy.
we have extra clothes here.
Yeah.
We do.
There was a lot more feathers 10 minutes ago. I'm feeling very exposed.
Lou, don't rip out the feathers. You're going to leave an open wound, and then it's going to grow back weird.
I won't touch them.
Thank you.
So yeah, the Wollstonecraft Manor is pretty well stocked, especially since it's kind of become a bit of a base for some of the people that work for your revolution. So yeah, there is plenty of food. There are clothes. There's places to stay. Are you going to hunker down here or try and head back into any of the other districts later on?
Probably just stay here for the night.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that Lou can fully get back to herself by the end of the night?
I think it's more once she finally wakes up, she's more the most Lou. I think there is like some permanent feathering now, but it's much more reduced and easier to obscure.
Yeah.
And if you try to
Yeah.
pull it, I smack your hand.
No. You do that, and we move into the next day, almost halfway through this week. There's a lot to do, and we'll figure out more about that next time.
That's my cue. Thank you for listening, motherfuckers. Follow us on Blue Sky. We're on Blue Sky right now, but you can follow us everywhere else, also at Goblets and Gaze. We stream, by the way, G&G streams, so you might as well go on Twitch. Follow us there too. We've got a lot of stuff that will be dropping there, a lot of different games. A lot of different other things, you know, so you don't want to miss out. If you do, you're going to get the queerest FOMO of your life. What is queer FOMO, you ask? I'm so glad that I get to make it up on the spot now. It's like being in a closet and then coming out, but your sense of style still sucks. And I know that some of you right now, you feel rather called out. And I'm just saying, you're about to feel even worse if you don't follow us on Twitch. Okay? You're gonna miss out on the good shit. We're gayer elsewhere. Support us on Patreon because Like the gays, we're starving. Like Blue, who cannot eat bones but really wants to. We want to be boned. So, go do all of that. Yeah. Yeah, see, this is what happens when Tick is away. Bet you didn't
It's almost the
expect.
same, honestly.
We get unhinged in a different direction.
We do. That's it. Goodbye, motherfuckers.
Tyrant of the dark, there's light of war,